In the previous movie, we looked at scripting for loading an external audio file into your SWF file. Also, the scripts for playing that audio back. Now, when playing back sounds using ActionScript 3.0, you can perform a variety of operations, including playing a sound from a specific starting position, pausing a sound and then resuming playback from the same position later, knowing exactly when a sound finishes playing, tracking the playback progress of a sound, and changing the volume or panning while a sound plays. Now, as already mentioned several times, the sound channel class controls the playback of a single sound. The sound channel.position property can be thought of as a playhead indicating the current point in that sound data that's currently playing. Your application can play a sound from a specific starting position by passing that position in terms of milliseconds as the start time parameter of the sound play method. The way you do that is here in the parameter field, the open close parentheses, you can put a number here. This is the milliseconds at which the sound will start playing. So let's start off with 0. Let's start this at the very beginning of the sound file. Let's do a control test movie. And you'll notice there's a little pause at the very beginning of this sound file. Right there, there was about a second, maybe 2-second pause. And then the music plays. But we can actually skip to the third second by typing in 3000. Remember, this is in milliseconds. Typing in 3000 will make this jump to the 3-second position in the sound file. Now, notice when I do a control test movie now, the music will start playing immediately. And partway into the actual playback, if I make this 6 or even 10,000, 10 seconds into the song, now it'll be very obvious that I'm starting in the middle of the song. Again, play around with this, either with my files or with your own files, but if we compare that to starting at the beginning, you'll notice that now there's that gap in the beginning. Probably about 2 seconds, maybe even more. I left that gap on purpose so that you could experiment with this starting position parameter in the play method there. You can also specify a repeat parameter. This is a fixed number of times that the sound will repeat in rapid succession. You do this by passing a numeric value in the loops parameter here. That's the second parameter position. So let's say that I want to start this 3 seconds into the song. Put 3000 for the milliseconds. Put a comma, and then let's put in the number 3. This will cause that sound to repeat 3 times. Each time it will start at the 3-second point from the beginning of the song file. Let's go ahead and test this by doing control test movie. And in this case, the sound will play at the 3-second point, and then it will loop exactly 3 times, starting over each time from that 3-second point. This is probably about a 20-second file here, so we're going to have to wait a little while for that thing to start over again. So in this example, the sound is played from a point 3 seconds after the start of the sound, and then we'll play 3 times in succession. Let's go ahead and wait for that first loop to come in. I believe this has a little sound fade out at the end. And it should be coming up here real soon. Let's go ahead and record at least one of those repeat loops. Okay, here's the fade. And there it starts over again. So it's going to do that 3 times. Let's go ahead and close this. Let's now move on to the next movie and review the code for pausing and resuming your sounds.